Hello everybody and welcome to the newest episode of JoDee Jean's Kitchen. Today we are going to bring it back to the beginning of keto. A lot of people that I see in the grocery store and such are definitely asking me how you get started, what do you do, and they've watched me through my progression of weight loss and trying to get in shape and stuff. So the main thing is the breakfast that I see that everybody's having a lot of issues with, trying to figure out what they're going to eat or, how to do it in some sort of timely fashion. Normally, I'll do like something for breakfast, and you can actually cook a lot of these the night before and then just reheat them in the morning, and then that way they're it's so easy. I mean, it doesn't take too long. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a list of things that you should have on hand. And I've gone over this, and this is normally with the list. I kind of just take the same list to the store, every week when I go shopping because, most of it's perishable, and I try to stay on the outside of the grocery store. So always make sure you have eggs on hand, bacon. The bacon in the air fryer is very simple to do. Boneless pork chops, and I use these. You can use any kind you want. They're actually already cooked, so what you're basically doing is browning them. And if you also want to do the keto biscuits that we did in an earlier episode that you can look up online, I think it was episode 23, then you can figure out how to make yourself your own pork chop biscuit. And you can season these up however you want in the pan, whether it's spicy or what have you. They do last forever. This particular one has like a date that's 2 months from the date I purchased it. So not really like specifically good for you, but it's got good protein in it, not a lot of fat, and it's got 4 grams of fat per pork chop, or actually a little bit over, you get a little bit over a pork chop. So that's a good thing to have on hand. I always have spinach on hand, and then I just take like a bowl of vegetables, and normally they're in a large Tupperware thing. You always want to have onions, squash, different colored peppers, zucchini. Sometimes I have garlic laying around, but I don't put that in the fridge. And avocados. You can't always find a good avocado. When I went to the store yesterday, they didn't have any, so we're going to do this one without that. And then just basically other trick things like low carb wraps. So you can make yourself like a breakfast burrito or what have you. The first thing we're going to do today, though, is we are going to prepare the stuff to put in an omelet. And this is really simple, and I know a lot of people are afraid of omelets, but you're going to take just a little bit of some of these things, and I'm going to make kind of a large omelet because I'm going to have half of it now and then half of it later. You can take, like I said, take it to work, wrap it up in a wrap, eat it for lunch. You can add different things to it, whatever you want to do. So just take your stuff. And we're, of course, we're kind of live here, you can see how fast I'm working with it. And then we're going to get your veggies cut. You could probably want to start preheating your stove right now, but we've learned in past episodes that we don't preheat my stove while I'm talking because it's very hot. It's an induction stove, and then I burn things. And then that's not very nice. So just do like a rough chop on these. I try to keep the zucchini and squash just a little larger so to have a little crunch to it. Because if you've been doing keto for any amount of time, you know that you miss the crunch. So put that in there. I'm going to turn this on. And as far as seasonings go, I'm just going to do like a simple salt and pepper. If you want to make it spicy, you can. I always have a bowl of real butter laying around. And this has just been cooked down and clarified to where it just stays to where I can easily maneuver with it. I can put it on bread, whatever. I use it to butter the keto biscuits that I make and all sorts of things. I'm going to do just a little bit of onion in here just to give it a little added flavor. And if you can find any other vegetables that you like, you can put green beans in here, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, any of the green stuff. You don't want to use carrots because it has a little bit higher content of carbs in it than the rest of them. So what I do there is I cook that, get it going. I just put a little bit of salt and pepper because you have to season in layers. Right there. And if you wanted to go ahead and like pre-cook some vegetables, it's all about having things ready at your disposal so you don't reach for like the Doritos or, you know, something like that. And if you do have to, you know, cheat, just remember you can make all sorts of dips. Mix all these vegetables together, put a little heavy cream, add cheese to it, take a cup of corn chips, because each corn chip has 1 carb, and, you know, just limit it, put them on a plate, say, okay, I'm going to have 5 of these. So that's 5 carbs with whatever thing that you had in the mix. So now, with all the talking that I've been doing, we're only at 6 minutes right now, probably 3 of which have been cooking, just to give you some sort of time frame that lets you know that I'm not, you know, just telling you can cook it this fast. So we're going to do a 2-egg omelet with this. And omelets should not be scary, because if you do mess them up, actually we're going to do 3, so it'll be a little trickier. If you do mess them up, it's okay. It's still eggs with lots of good veggies. It doesn't really change it too much. So just know that you can't just eat cheese and all the fatty things all the time, because then it is not good for you. And I think the last 6 months, I think my cholesterol, it's already kind of low, but my cholesterol went down like 40 points. And that's just, you know, keeping everything to the basics. Vegetables on the outside, try to stay away from stuff on the inside. You know, if you're going to splurge on something, you know, let it be like some sort of healthy popcorn, or, you know, you can put butter in it depending on how much you have a day. You want to regulate how much you're having. So now I'm going to take spinach, because I try to have lots of greens, whether it be field mix, spinach, any of that kind of stuff, just to get all your vitamins in. And you need quite a handful. Put that over there, and then I'm just going to cover that up and wilt that down and turn that off. Just like that. Because the spinach will wilt, the veggies are done. You don't want them, you don't want them mushy. All right. So now we're going to take the eggs. I'm going to do 3 eggs. I'm going to put a dash of heavy cream in there. You don't really have to do that. I just like to do it in my omelets for some reason. Not really sure why. Probably some cooking guy told me that a long time ago. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And if you want it spicy, by all means, add red pepper flakes, add oregano, fresh basil, whatever you want to add at this point. Try to make it so you are changing up your diet with trying to use the same ingredients all the time. So, and if you want to put mushrooms in there, wilt them down, by all means, that's delicious. All right. Always make sure that when you're whipping your egg for your omelet, that you get out all the clear parts. And I know cooking eggs seems easy, but to do it right, it's really not that easy. All right, so wilt that down. Yeah, make sure you dry that off when you're done with it. Turn this around. See how fast that was? And it doesn't have to be perfect, because mind you, you are going to literally just stick this right inside the omelet. All right, so I do 2 things with my omelets. I'm going to put butter in the pan, just a little bit. And I am going to spray it with spray, because you want to get all around here, because remember, flipping it is the thing. So spray that like that. And you're going to have to cook this on a lower. I'm going to do this on 5, but mind you, this is really high heat. So go in there. And it's probably going to take you want to preheat yours just a little bit longer. Like this one's probably already hot. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. And the trick to this is you let it cook on low, and you don't really mess with it. So what you want to do, and we're going to actually do this all the way through, so you know what I'm talking about. So what you do is you get it in here and you start it cooking. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. And when this doesn't wiggle, because you can see it's like really wiggling in the pan, when it doesn't wiggle, you can either turn it down just a little bit or start rotating it. So we got a little wiggle right here. I don't know if you got that. I think so. And then we're going to do the flip. Now the flip trick is I'm going to spray this because you don't want this to stick to it either on the top or the bottom. So you get a good spray on that, and you can stir these up some, get them all in a little row. And right now I'm going to taste these vegetables to make sure they have enough salt in them, just so I know, because you can't taste your eggs. So I'm going to put a little bit more salt in there. And what I'm going to do now is I like to have all kinds of cheeses around. So I'm going to have like, this is cheddar and Jack, and this is Colby Jack. Sometimes I do the Mexican blend. Sometimes I'll do Swiss, you know, whatever. These are fine. This is not. I just usually get what's on sale. It doesn't really matter. All right, so we're going to start this rolling right here. And see how the inside's still rolling. You're going to want to get it so it's thick on the outside. So new egg gets on the side. And I don't know, we haven't quite figured out why this oven hums, but you can't really tell when there's people in here all talking at once. All right, see the sides, how this is doing? Right there. You want to get it to where none of this wiggles. Now you would keep turning it a little bit, kind of slow, like that. Just keep getting it going around. And I'm going to turn it down just a tad. Want to get it till it moves. And then start taking these sides and pushing them down. And you want to use not too large of a spatula. You see how thin that is? All right, so this is going to be like all or nothing. We're either going to make, this is either going to make it or break it. But see how I'm tipping it up to the side? I'm going to get a really good handle on here. Uh-oh. And see, it's falling apart now. I'm going to need a little assist over here. But I'm also going to show you how to put it back together. I'm going to need 1 more minute on it. Get none of the sides there. I think I fried my pan at Christmas. All right, squishy, squishy. Now I'm going to push it to the side just a little bit. All right, and then you're going to get your spatula under it as much as you can. And lean to the side, and then you're going to flip it. That's not beautiful, but I'm going to show you how to recover from that. Take it and flatten it out. See how it's still movable? Just like that. Now, put all your fixings in there. Deliciousness. And then you're going to put some cheese right here. And some cheese on top, both kinds of cheese. And then you're going to take this and roll it over, like kind of push it. Just like that. And now the cheese is all on this side. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take it and flip her. And then we're going to lift this up. I guess I could have put some cheese down first, but we like to do things the hard way. There you go. And then push it all back in just like that. And then put it on low. And let it sit there, and it's going to cook. Just like that. Now, while that is finishing, we're going to take our little tenderloins that really don't take too long to cook, and we're going to grill those up. And since this is on low, and I'm going to put these in the pan, it's going to take like 3 minutes. We're going to take a quick commercial break for our sponsors, and then same pan as the other things went in. And we're not going to really put anything in there because they have a little bit of water in there. And so while this is all sizzling, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to get this out of the pan and serve it with that. So we'll see you in just a few. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robbie, manager at Quickly. I want to take a second and talk about your car. We've all been caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You don't have time to spend hours at a shop for a simple oil change and tire rotation. Here at Quick Lube, we change your oil, not your schedule. We operate on a first come, first served basis, so no appointment necessary. We also repair those squeaky brakes, put you some tires on, and do an alignment all in one shop.
Serving you with 2 locations, 700 Liberty Street in Martinsville and 6518 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway.
So we're good.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Robbie, manager at Quick Lube. I want to take a
Well, here
God
we go.
bless.
Oh.
Are you looking for great food and entertainment? Ippy's Restaurant is the place to be. We have been serving local communities since 1919. With made-from-scratch entrees and specialty dishes like our famous Oyster Rockefeller, smoked prime rib, and hand-carved filet mignon, we have a great selection of menu items that are all made to order for your everyday dining or special occasions. We also offer private rooms, catering services, and have a wonderful assortment of local bands that play in the lounge. Ippy's Restaurant and Lounge, 1760 North Main Street, Rocky Mount.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com.
There's the get more, the do more, the play more, and the start unlimited. And then there is also a 5th option it's called Just Kids. But the whole idea is that there's a flexible, different option for every customer, whatever suits their needs. So, and there's some added benefits and some added features that they've kind of tweaked from the previous unlimited plans that give all the customers a equal or better deal, but more value and more features like that 5G access. Yeah, well, we try to carry everything. And if we don't have something people are looking for, we can special order it, drop ship it straight to their house. So we try to have anything and everything we possibly can, but if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Hey guys, Chris at Eden Jewelry here. For over 35 years, Eden Jewelry has been the region's premier retailer to sell your unwanted or broken jewelry. We also buy diamonds, Rolex watches, gold and silver coins, and sterling flatware. Gold and silver prices are still very high, and our promise to you is that we pay out better than any of our competitors. Why sell your jewelry at a yard sale? Instead of practically giving it away, why not make the extra cash? Eden Jewelry, 802 Commonwealth Boulevard, Martinsville, Virginia, 276-634-0222.
Alrighty folks, we are back, and I took about 3 minutes to brown up the pork tenderloins, remember, that are already done. I just like to get them a little brown, and I cook them in the pan that the vegetables were in, so, a little bit of extra flavor is not going to hurt anything. Alright, so now we're going to take the omelet that has been sitting here and getting nice and yummy and cheesy melty, and we're going to pick it up, which is much easier to maneuver when it is done. And then we're going to taste that lovely thing right there and see how good it is. And if you don't like spinach, just don't forget. Take anything out, put anything in that you want. Don't overthink it. And as you can tell, even with the break, we were probably 6 minutes of cooking from the beginning to the end without all my jabbering. So taste this thing and see how good it is. Really good. And of course the pork is one of my favorites, so that's always good. Now, a little recap on this. I know this is kind of a big omelet, but it will fill you up. It has lots of protein with the pork. Take it, and this is enough for 2 people. Especially once you get on keto, you're going to find that you are not as hungry as you used to be. So take this in half, and then you can put it in a wrap. Right here I have, this is a spinach wrap that Lauren gets in Food Line. They have 4 carbs, and they are delicious. what we're going to show you now is we are going to take, because this took, I mean, it's not too technical. You don't have to make it into an omelet. Stir it all in a pan, doesn't matter. But what we're going to do now is we're going to make a really quick wrap, and we're going to do like a start to finish kind of thing here, so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about how fast it is to make yourself something to eat. You don't have to go through the drive-thru, and like I said, make this the day before if you want. And we're going to do like a start to finish kind of thing here. First thing, get your eggs out on your counter. Spray your pan. Put 2 eggs. We're going to do a 2-egg wrap in here. Boom. Boom. And they tell me not to move that fast on TV, but we're going to move that fast because we're going to show y'all something right now. Put a little bit of cream in there if you want. If you don't, don't. Not a biggie. Whip up your eggs. If you don't have time, don't whip up your eggs. Put them directly in the pan. Take a little bit of butter. Put it in the pan. You don't have to, mind you. I don't really eat a lot of fat stuff, so I like to have a little bit of butter or olive oil every day. Put your eggs in there. A little bit of salt and pepper. And I like a little bit more pepper in here, so I'm going to actually like put a coating over it. A little bit of salt. Mix your cheeses in there. Now mind you, we're going to put this right in the wrap, and we're going to walk out the door. So we're not even on 2 minutes here. Let it cook. Go over here, get your lunch ready, get you a shake or something. Wait till this is done. And it's almost going to be like a scramble, because we're not going to, we're just moving it around. We're going to literally throw it in this wrap right here. And then you can take this to work, mix up yourself a salad, or I don't know, sometimes I do salad, sometimes I do avocado. I'll put some radishes in there, dip it in some sort of cheese dip or vegetable dip, anything. Just try to stay away from the things that say light or diet. Most of the times they have just a few too many carbs for what we're doing, but in the whole scheme of things, what you're eating as opposed to fat versus carbohydrates or protein, you want to have a balance. And the easiest way to keep an eye on that balance to where you're not, falling back into basically the all meat and cheese diet is you can get one of those apps. They're really handy. They have all kinds of things like your starting weight, how many carbs you've taken in. If you have a question on how many carbs are in something, it's a really good way to figure that out. I use it a lot, especially the first year, because I'm working on now a year and like 4 months. So it's been a long road, but it's been well worth it. So put this in here. And this wrap, you don't even have to heat the wrap. That's how good it is. And then you take this and you just roll it over like that. Put it in a little baggie and take it to work with you. And then, you figure that's got 2 eggs, cheese, a wrap. It's got everything that you would want. And I can't stress enough that you have to be prepared. Some of the other things, because since we're doing the beginning keto today, have chicken tenderloins on hand, frozen, because then you can just take 1 or 2 out, and then it's not hard to put it in some warm water, cut it up, put it in a bowl. You can even make soup, like get you some chicken broth and do that. Sorry, my stove likes to talk to us. Get you some chicken broth and onions and celery, saute them in a pan, throw the chicken in there, and then that's a big meal for basically no carbs. Another thing that I like to have on hand, ground beef. I know that we've gone over it in earlier episodes with having that. Take some taco seasoning, go ahead and make it and have it mixed up in your fridge, ready to go. It's a different topping for your salad. Cans of albacore tuna. Try to stay out of the oil, only the ones in water. And then I have shrimp on hand. Basically, this grocery list. I am not going to do a recipe for this episode because we're going to call it the beginnings of keto. We're going to do breakfast staples, and then we're going to have a list of things that I have on hand, because that's one of the biggest questions that I get from everybody is what do you have in your house to eat? The few cheats that I do, like I said, is popcorn is a huge weakness for me, but mind you, it is gluten-free, because the gluten is what's giving me problems, but the carbs is kind of like where you're at to help you lose weight. Please sit anytime you want to. Email me is the fastest way, jodee.jeans@gmail.com. I'm really sorry about some of the messages that come to the website or to the YouTube channel, because there's so many people trying to get advertisement or whatever. It's hard to fish through all those to figure out who's sending me messages. You can send me a Facebook message or you can call me on the phone. I'm not really picky about who calls, but I'm not going to put it on here. If you know the Ippy's page, then you know how to get a hold of me, because my phone number is basically everywhere. But other than that, I just want to thank everybody for watching the show. Thank you for stopping me in the store and asking me questions. I do appreciate it. It lets me know that at least somebody's watching it, and hopefully I'm helping out people and it's making people healthy. So thank you so much, and don't forget JoDee Jean's Kitchen on YouTube. Subscribe, and thank you so much.
Out better than any of our competitors. Why sell your jewelry at a yard sale? Instead of practically giving it away, why not make the extra cash? Eden Jewelry, 802 Commonwealth Boulevard, Martinsville, Virginia, 276-634-0222.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com. Martinsville First Savings Bank has been serving Martinsville and Henry County since 1924. Feel free to stop by or call for more information on how our checking, savings, money markets, and certificates of deposit can help you meet your financial goals. If you're tired of 800 members or online customer service, please contact us. We are local people making local decisions. Visit our office at 25 West Church Street in Uptown Martinsville or call 638-8771.
It's all about love. That's what Mommy says. It's taking care of people and helping them have a good day. Mommy works with people who are sick and getting ready to go to heaven. She's a nurse at Mountain Valley Hospice. That means Mommy is an angel, but just without the wings. When I grow up, I want to be an angel too.
Hi, Barry Nelson here at Nelson Kia Subaru. It's never been a better time to buy than now. Save now on this brand new 2019 Kia Rio for only $169 a month. Got another great deal. 1.9 financing for 72 months on new WRXs and new Legacies here at Nelson Kia Subaru. 0% financing on all these brand new Kias. Remember, got double your warranty. That's 200,000 miles and 20 years worth of warranty on Nelson Kias. On remaining 2019 Outbacks, 0% financing. Best deal ever. Come by Nelson Kia Subaru, take advantage of these great deals, and remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.